Seriously.
How we met?
Yeah.
Yeah, how we met?
Yes.
Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? Jason here and Jess of Session 9. Excited to be here on this camera thing.
And it's a little weird because we're not usually in front of the camera.
Yeah, so a little different for us. We thought it'd be fun to explain a little bit about how we met. We get asked all the time when we're meeting with couples and friends about how we met and how we became to be who we are as people.
Yep. Not as people, like as a couple.
Yeah, couple.
Yeah.
Couple.
But I mean, we are people.
Yeah. Anyway, it's pretty funny actually. I always, whenever anybody, I always ask like, how did you guys meet? I always tell, the first thing I always say is, actually, when I first met Jessica, the first couple times, I actually really loathed her. I didn't like her at all.
No.
And,
you probably shouldn't have, because I was kind of a jerk.
Yeah, this is actually the truth.
But it wasn't really all my fault, because I'm a pretty nice girl.
Now you are. The first 2 times I met her, she wasn't.
No.
But it wasn't the real her.
No.
Yeah, she was possessed.
No. I wasn't possessed. Just tell the story.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell us story?
I'm gonna help you.
When are you gonna talk?
Whenever it's my turn to talk.
Okay. Is there a cue?
Well, I always start telling this portion of the story and you're like, no, you're telling
You
it
always
wrong.
interrupt me, is what happens.
Yeah.
Got it. When I first met Jessica, the very first couple times, I was living with a few different guys, and a couple of them were going to this small little college here in North Phoenix, and I
was going there too.
Oh yeah, she was going there. That's a key detail that I left out. So a bunch of friends, including my roommates, came over from the college one Saturday night, and lo and behold, Jessica walks in.
No, okay. No. So, before that...
Interrupt her.
But you're leaving out my portion of the story that coincides with your portion of the story. I had like the most massive crush on his roommate. And I didn't really realize that he was your roommate, like at all. I came over that Saturday night and they all told me that I have to meet his roommate, Jason. I was like, anyways. And so, but I liked his roommate. His roommate liked my roommate. And, I mean, his roommate wasn't very nice to me, and that was mostly because he liked my roommate, I'm pretty sure, and that he wasn't supposed to be the guy for me.
Next on As the World Turns.
Stupid.
That's serious.
So we all went over to hang out, and I walked in. Now they're caught up.
So Jessica walks in, and I immediately was drawn to her. Thought she was beautiful, and there's something about her that I really liked.
Aww.
And it's all for the camera.
I know.
Yeah. So she came in, and there's about 8 or 9 people, and she came in and walked in, and I was drawn to her, and just immediately started just kind of being nice to her, and for whatever reason I felt like she was totally guarded against me.
I was not very nice back.
Yeah, she was not very nice.
But it's really just because I was so mad at how your roommate just didn't like me back.
Yeah. I mean, even to the instance of we were all in the living room watching a movie, and she was laying on the floor with a couple other people because there was no room on the couches and stuff, and I was a gentleman and went and got a pillow for her, and I brought it back in, and I gave her this pillow. I was like, hey, do you want a pillow? And she turned to me and was like, thanks.
Well, because I was thinking
and I was like, what's your problem?
Well, I was just thinking why is this guy being so nice? I was just super pissed off at the world and didn't really want anything to do with any guys, really.
Yeah.
And so he was being nice to me, and I was like, there's gotta be a catch.
And I was like, I'm gonna choke you out. Later on that night, we went to Sonic to go grab some grub. Everybody had ordered. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sonic, but it's kind of a walk-up deal, and you order your food at the little window thing, and you get your food and walk off at your car. Everybody had ordered and walked off, and she was the last one ordering. She's waiting for her food, and I was like, well, I guess I should be a gentleman again and wait for her.
No, they didn't walk off. They were getting in their cars and leaving, and I was like, Where's ever?
I know, nobody liked you.
I know. They were all ditching me.
You should you should count your stars.
I should bless my what?
You should bless something that I waited for you.
They all just like ordered their food, and then they weren't like intentionally trying to ditch me, but I was just like having a bad night, and I was just like, thanks guys, everyone's leaving me, and I was like hoping that like maybe your roommate would stay behind, and then he didn't, but he did. And
so I stayed behind and waited for her, and I didn't want to, within my very pit of my being, I didn't want to because I don't like her.
But I was drawing him in.
She was like, cool, thanks for waiting for me. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. And so we came out to the house. A few days later, a bunch of people went over to her and her roommate's house. I remember walking in and seeing Jessica through into the kitchen, like she was doing something in the kitchen.
And that whole, like, during that whole week at school.
Glares.
Well, because that whole week at school, nothing had gotten better with your roommate. I was just, like, more pissed. Like, I was just like, who is this guy? Like, ugh. But he just really liked my roommate.
Me?
No.
You.
Your roommate.
Roommate.
Yeah. I was like, ugh. And then you kept coming over, and I was like, gosh, Jason's really nice.
And I'm like, why? I hate this girl. Who is she? Why? Everybody's playing games and stuff, and like everybody's hanging out. Guess what? Where the only seat is in the room? Oh, right next to Jason. Yep. So Jessica has to come sit next to me, and so we kind of talked a little bit, and it was a little better than the first time. I left there, and I said these exact words. This is not an embellishment. I told my roommate that she had a crush on. I told him as we left. I said, dude, because I knew she had a crush on him, and I told him, I said,
I didn't know they knew I had a crush on him.
Hey guy, please.
Cruz, it's not time to get up. Go back to your room.
We're not just yelling at like an old man. That's like a 4-year-old boy. As we left, I told my roommate, I said, hey guy, do not ever date Jessica because she's crazy.
Then like a week after that, I was like, I have the most beyond brilliant idea.
I started teaching a guitar, reluctantly.
But I really suck at it.
And I found out that I really kind of actually like this girl because she started being the real Jessica, not weirdo Jessica.
Yeah. And I was like...
Not weirdo like...
Well, I wasn't as angry.
Yes. Yeah.
That's all
so, yes.
And then at the same time, I was like, oh, Jason's actually awesome.
And way better than the roommate guy.
Yeah. And then his roommate actually started dating my roommate, and then they got married, and then we got married like a year and a half after we met, and they got married about a year and a half after they met. We got married around the same time, and we were all in each other's weddings, and it totally worked out because now I look back and I'm like, I am so thankful. I just think that his roommate and my roommate are like perfect for each other, and we're perfect for each other.
Oh, that's a nice way of putting it.
What do you mean? How else do I usually put it?
I don't know.
Oh. Is there another way to put it?
No.
Well, they are. I think that they were perfect for each other, and, you know, your roommate and I probably would have killed each other.
Right, there it is.
Well, they are. They're good for each other, and we're better for each other. So it was all in the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yeah. That's it.
And then now we'll be married. This September will be 10 years. High five.
Oh, it's like 10 right there. Look. 5 and 5. 10. The big 10.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our story, how we met. Hopefully it wasn't too long.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We're going to do more videos like this in the future, so see you later.